Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I have something kind of sad that I want to talk about, and it's something that actually is going to make me get a little bit angry too, so I'm going to rant here. But let's get the bad news out of the way first here. A female NPC competitor who was prepping for the USAs this weekend, who was a women's physique competitor by the name of Joanna Wilson, passed away. And I actually got this news from a couple different people, surprisingly enough, actually sent it to me within a short period of time. And one of them asked me if I would discuss it first of all because it was heart related. And this person had known her personally and said that she was a very positive and a very empowering person, that she was very empowering to other people and motivating to other people, and it seemed to be really important to her as a person to help other people reach their goals and to motivate them. She was, again, very positive and empowering. And we don't have enough people like that in this world anymore. There are so many people who want to just tear everyone down, and not enough people who actually want to help build this world back up and build people back up so that they can do something positive themselves with their life. And I think it's really sad when we lose a person like that. And it seems like that happens a lot lately, that we seem to lose all the good people and, the demons just kind of run amok, to quote Bill Hicks. But I also got a little bit of an inside scoop on this, and because it was heart related and it was a couple days out from a competition, a major competition, that diuretics are going to be blamed here. This is going to be diuretics. And before everyone jumps up and says, yeah, steroids, anabolics, no, steroids don't give people her age heart attacks. That's almost unheard of. Diuretics do it all the time, though, and you have to think about what diuretics do. Diuretics affect the electrolyte balance in your body, and accordingly, they affect the electrolyte balance in your muscles and your heart. If your electrolyte balance in your heart gets disrupted, it can stop beating. And if they can't get it started beating again quick enough, you are dead. It will kill you. It is a heart complication. And diuretics absolutely cause this, and particularly people who are really, really lean. That's actually what's believed to have killed Ziz also, if you guys still remember that story. And this has killed a ton of bodybuilders. So most bodybuilders who have died while in their competitive phase of their life still, it's the diuretics that's killing them. Getting too lean and then the diuretics. And that's what really makes me mad about this. We've lost someone who seemed to have been a genuinely good person who was doing something that they felt was empowering and bettering to themselves, and it killed them. Why did it kill them? Because of the standards that this industry has set, that the bodybuilding world, the physique world, all of that has set. That is killing people. This whole idea of people need to be so shredded that they can't maintain it, that they need to be dangerously lean, dangerously ripped just to win some competition or meet some standard for a magazine cover, is absurd. And who props this up? The supplement industry. They own the physique competition world. They own all of it, every bit of it. They pay for all of it. They're the ones who then use these people to prop up their products and to sell false dreams to people and garbage products. So if you want to place the blame somewhere, place it on the supplement companies and place it on this industry that perpetuates this ultra unhealthy level of leanness and rippedness and this ultra unhealthy lifestyle while pretending that it's fitness and pretending that it's healthy. This is just absurd. And look how many guys online follow this. Look how many even fitness YouTubers promote this same idea of getting just peeled. And how many of you guys out there actually want to do this, and you've actually been convinced it's somehow fitness or fitness related in any way, when it kills people. It destroys health to get that lean. It's just as bad for you as being morbidly obese, just in a different way. It causes all sorts of quality of life problems, ranging from depression, sexual dysfunction, rage, anger, and in many cases hormonal shutdown, loss of sex drive, terrible health problems that can relate to your hormones, impotently, in some cases even organ damage. And in this case, trying to push that limit so far and eating diuretics killed this young woman. And I think that's really sad, and people should be angry about that. They need to speak out about that, of these standards set in this industry. Look, if people want to pursue physique goals, that's fine. If that's what they want to do and that's their dreams, that's okay. But the standards are being set to a point to where it is killing people. And the sad part is, with the diuretics, it isn't even necessary. I was chatting with Russell Taylor about this incident earlier, and he's a coach that I recommend, and he doesn't allow his clients to use diuretics. He actually says that he feels, in his opinion, it could actually mess up their peak. It could actually mess up, if the diuretics aren't perfect, it actually ruins their hard work. And he doesn't allow his clients to use them, and he has dropped clients who wanted to use them and used them without. After he told them not to, he's actually cut them as clients. And his people are winning. They place really well all the time, and he won't even allow them to use a diuretic. So why in the world are people using these things? And you see guys using them for photo shoots. I've known guys who use them for photo shoots. And again, it's this whole standard that has been set, this whole idea that people need to be so shredded that it kills you in order to be fit. And it's just insane. Why are we allowing this to be pushed into the fitness world? Why are we allowing these physique competitions when they're pushing it to this unhealthy of an extreme? Even the natural ones, even the drug-tested ones, because I don't call them natural or drug-free because they aren't, but they're drug-tested, even they push it to the limit to where it destroys health. At the very least, it's going to destroy your hormone profile. You're going to suffer some negative effects for it. And for what? Why in the hell is this being called fitness? Why is this being accepted in the fitness world? I mean, do we want to see people keep dropping dead like this young woman did? For what? And she did it because she loved physique competition, and she got sucked into it, and then she got sucked into these unrealistic standards and took a diuretic that killed her so that she could reach these unrealistic standards. And when you look at her, she was insanely in shape. The fact that someone who has the physique that she had, because I went and looked at her pictures, someone who had the physique that she had, for them to think and be convinced that they needed a diuretic to look good enough to place or to win at the amateur level, because this is NPC, this is trying to get a pro card. She's still an amateur. For someone at her level of fitness to have been convinced that she needed a diuretic in order to be competitive at the amateur level, a diuretic that most likely killed her, is insane. When are we going to stop this insanity? How long are we going to allow these shredded people with these unrealistic standards to stand up and say, this is fitness, oh, this is healthy, this is what you should aspire to? How many more of these competitors need to drop dead of heart complications due to the diuretics? How many of them need to lose their kidneys due to the diuretics? Hell, how many need to go on TRT or hormone replacement therapy just due to getting too lean, even in the drug-tested competitions, being too lean for too long? How many are going to go through this before people just say enough is enough? You guys need to quit pushing this bullshit. I'm not supporting it anymore. It's the people who watch it. It's the fans who prop it up. If all the people who bought supplements started telling the supplement companies, I'm not buying any more of your junk if you show people who are unhealthily ripped and unhealthily lean on your products anymore, and you keep giving prize money to winners of contests that set standards that are dangerous and harm people, that I'm not going to buy your products anymore. If enough of you guys did that, that would be the end of it. And then an actual reasonably obtainable, healthy, athletic level of body fat would be promoted in the same industry if people just quit supporting it with their money. As long as people continue to allow their buying dollars, because that's what drives everything in a capitalist economy. You as a consumer, how you choose to spend your money drives everything in a capitalist society like ours. And you actually have the ability as consumers to save the lives of these people and shut this down and say, this isn't fitness, this is bullshit. This is killing people. This is a dangerous message you're sending. You as a consumers have the ability to control that completely. I mean, look how effective organizations like Mothers Against Drunk Driving have been in changing entire laws. I mean, they've got all the laws in Texas completely changed as far as the penalties for that go here. Why don't we get some of the family members of people who've died from using diuretics for these competitions up here starting an organization? Or people who've had to go on TRT because they've gotten too ripped or too lean for too long because this industry convinced them that that was fitness. Why don't we get some of that up here? I bet you this stuff would end real quick if some of these organizations formed up and spoke out against this, and people stopped supporting it with their dollars. If you guys quit supporting YouTube channels that promote people getting ultra ripped to the point of unhealthiness, to the point of dangerousness, there's a whole lot of them out there. And if people quit backing this insanity with their dollars, then that would end it. Then again, maybe that's asking too much, because honestly, at the end of the day, if you're well informed on fitness, you probably don't buy many supplements anyways. So that being said, maybe that's not going to work. And maybe that's not reasonable because most of the people buying these products are naive kids, the same naive kids who are just automatically going to believe this is healthy, and anyone saying otherwise is just jealous because they're fat. That's usually what they say, and they don't understand that a lot of people are saying it trying to save lives, and they just don't get it. So maybe I'm being naive and thinking that the consumers in this particular industry can make a difference. But I believe in capitalism, and I believe that ultimately the consumers have the ability to control these things. And I have to believe that. But yeah, I mean, when is this insanity going to stop? I mean, how far are we going to let it go? I don't know. All of you are going to have to answer that. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.